How varietal choice can help reduce the effects of climate change. There's no doubt about it, the UK's climate is changing and the way we grow our crops is changing too. Whilst it's unlikely we can reserve new weather patterns in the short term, the management decisions growers make in the future could do much to minimise the effects of the more volatile growing conditions predicted. When it comes to varieties, there are 5 critical areas where the choices growers make can help them build resilience into their farming systems and allow them to withstand the worst effects of climate change. Number 1, focus on vigour. Choosing varieties with high natural vigour will help crops establish well, compete strongly against pest and weed threats, and create the correct foundation for yield building later in the growing season. Inbuilt spring vigour also allows plants to make full use of lengthening days and the consequent increase in photosynthesis, whilst ensuring crop inputs and nutrients are made full use of as the plant grows. Variety focus, get up and go. K. cranium is a great example of a high vigour, high yielding Group 4 winter wheat. Although well suited to mainstream sowing times, its inbuilt get up and go means it excels in late drilling slots where it out-yields even the best late drillers on the RL today. Number 2, think carefully about variety scheduling. Balancing a variety portfolio carefully and planning drilling schedules wisely to take full advantage of each variety's inherent properties will always pay dividends. Such an approach will not only ensure each variety performs to its full potential, it will also add flexibility and increase drilling options if autumn conditions develop for the worse as the season develops. Variety focus. Flexibility is key. A variety like KWS Firefly can be a great insurance policy in difficult years, with its 6-month drilling window from early September to the end of February, adding that vital flexibility to any cropping portfolio. Number 3, use disease resistance properly. Later drilling will help mitigate against the risks of septoria, so using varieties with good disease resistance earlier in the drilling schedule can ensure high yielders are not exposed. Whilst optimum disease control in the future will be based on getting the most out of chemistry and genetics working together, more changeable growing conditions are likely to affect the number of spray days available at the most critical times. Strong disease resistance can therefore be of considerable benefit in reducing dependence on the sprayer in difficult conditions. Depending on the system, decisions made around variety choice can also be used to complement your spray programme by extending the available window or bringing optimum timings together so applications can be completed in a shorter time frame. Variety focus, adding resilience. KWS X-Day is now one of the UK's most popular wheats, has outstanding disease resistance and untreated yield potential, and is a great inclusion for adding resilience to variety portfolios. Number 4, don't underestimate the importance of drought tolerance and lodging resistance. Early summer is likely to be a more precarious time in the future than in recent years, according to the latest UK climate models. Not only are droughts likely to be a more frequent occurrence, especially in the main crop growing parts of the country, more turbulent growing conditions will add stress to standing crops, meaning lodging is likely to be more of an issue. Choosing varieties that have a proven track record of drought tolerance and lodging resistance will therefore be a wise decision for the future. Variety focus, keep standing. The greater security in the field offered by a strong-strawed variety like KWS cranium or KWS dorsum can minimise yield losses through lodging, potentially reducing PGR use and save required drying time. Number 5, think harvest before you drill. Thinking about harvest dates before you drill can not only help spread workloads, it can also help make sure as much of the crop is safely combined before the risk of worse weather becomes a reality. There is a lot, therefore, to be said for including some real early harvesters in your cropping plans to manage risks. Variety focus, harvest home. A super early wheat like KWS Parkin ensures a potential July harvest date, allowing growers to protect incomes from spreading harvest workloads and getting the grain safely in the shed. So whilst nobody is underestimating the effects of climate change could have on the UK crop production in the future, thinking about its implications and choosing varieties carefully could go a long way to mitigating against the worst of its effects.